guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the first week of February. And I originally thought I wasn't going to have enough books to do a Stacking the Shelves. I usually try to at least have like 2 books to go through. But then as it ended up, I have plenty. So I'm going to head and go through those. I did buy all of these one way or another. Some of them were pre-orders, some were from Kindle, and some of them I had like coupons on Kindle. So I'll go ahead and go through them. The first book I have, I'm going to move over here a little bit. I'm trying to remember to like put myself in the right place in the video so that I can like put stuff over there if I want to. Anyways, the first book I got is the second book in the Green Hollow duology by Emily Tesh, and that is Drowned Country. I did just finish Silver in the Wood last night. I really liked it. It was just a very nice like retelling with a lot about like green men and mythology, and I liked it a lot. So I'm really looking forward to reading Drowned Country. Again, Emily Tesh is another author that's being published by Tor.com. I feel like that publishing company has really been on their game. They do P. Jelly Clark, and I think they did the Becky Chambers one I really like too. So they've been really on top of things, and really just excited to read this Emily Tesh novel because I like the first one so much. I did give 5 stars. So Drowned Country, second one in the Green Hollow duology. All right. The next one I bought is kind of a weird situation. If anybody participated in the Kindle Reading Challenge, you know you got a $5 ebook certificate. What I didn't realize is that it was only for whatever wish book they picked off of your wish list for you that you got it on. So I did get $5 off of this book, The Serpent Garden by Judith Merkel Riley. And this is one I had put on my wish list a while ago on Amazon. And I think it's like a Victorian type of intrigue type-ish thing. I can't remember if I put it on there because it was like in top romances or top historical fictions or something like that. But I will read it, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I did want to read it. I was just surprised that I only got to use my little $5 Kindle coupon on like one specific book. So anyways, that'll be a good read. All right, the next one I got free through Kindle First Reads. And that is After Alice Fell by Kim Taylor Blakemore. I thought that was 2 authors, but that's all her name. This one is one of the Kindle First Reads. So if you have an Amazon Prime account, you do get to pick a book from the Kindle's First Reads, which means you get to read before it's out. And this one sounded really interesting to me. It's a historical fiction, and it's about a girl who has a sister who's been institutionalized in the Victorian era. And her sister gets out and kills herself, except for she doesn't think that her sister committed suicide. She thinks it was a murder. And so she kind of is navigating the whole Victorian / I think it's Victorian, institution, insane asylum type of system to try to solve this all. I'm really fascinated by that whole topic because the way, insane asylums, institutionalism, all that, was dealt with women in that time period is very intriguing. Like, women were deemed mentally unsound and insane for a variety of reasons. A lot of them were just, they don't agree with the people around them, so we're going to lock them up. So I find that whole thing very interesting. So when I saw that's what this historical fiction was about, I picked up to read because I thought it would be really neat. All right. This next one I bought because I thought I was using my Kindle Challenge $5 off gift certificate for it, but it wouldn't apply, and the purchase went through anyways, and I was going to buy it this year anyways, so it wasn't a big deal. But that is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I've heard a lot of really good things about this book. It's dark, but it's supposed to be very good, and so I'm really looking forward to reading that. And again, I believe this is historical fiction, so a lot of historical fiction in these. All right, and then the last 2 were ones that I have actually pre-ordered a while ago, and I didn't forget I pre-ordered them. I just kind of forgot they were coming this week. The first one of those is Witch Hat 8 Layer 7 by Kamomi Shirahama, and this is I really, really haven't been enjoying this. As a fantasy manga series with beautiful illustration style, a really nice story, and some really cool characters. My son and I have both been reading this and reading it a lot, and enjoying it a lot. My husband actually started reading it too and was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." So the whole family is reading these, so it's worth buying them. And then the last one I bought is one I also pre-ordered, and that is Hilo Volume 7, Gina, the Girl Who Broke the World, by Jude Winnick. These are weird because you don't really know like very far ahead of time when they're coming out. Like usually I see, oh, it's coming out next week or something like that. So the Hilo novels have been really, really good. They're middle grade science fiction novels about this young boy who's actually a robot who him and these other kids who end up being his friends kind of go on all these crazy like science fiction adventures. Very bright, colorful, very funny, very like laugh out loud funny. Lots about family and friends in here and robots and stuff like that. So kind of what it means to be human, all those kind of underlying themes. So really loving this series. Again, my son started reading these when he was pretty young. They're probably not really in his demographic anymore, but I still really enjoy them and he enjoys them too. So I look forward to reading that as well. So that was, 2 hardcover books and then 4 ebooks that I got to read. And none of them were for review. They were all just me buying things in different strange situations. I will say though, I keep track of like how many books I have in my to be read pile at the beginning of every month. And February was less than January, so I am heading in the right direction. Not by much. I think I had 38 books to read at the beginning of January, and I have 32 to read now, beginning of February, so going in the right direction. As for other things, not much going on. We're just hanging out at home. We haven't decided if we're going to do something over spring break or not. We were going to maybe road trip out to one of the national parks, but I don't know. It's just hard to... it's hard to tell how things are going to go. Like right now in Minnesota, I think we're at or below a 3% positivity rate for COVID. So our rates have been going down significantly, but it has been really cold and like people don't really do much when it gets this cold. I think this weekend, the high one of the days is supposed to be -5 Fahrenheit and the low is going to be -20, and that's without wind chills. So yeah, just usually in that kind of weather, you don't even want to leave your house because it's just too cold. So we'll see how that all works out. This is just a really long way of saying that we're having trouble wanting to plan for something that's a couple months out just because we don't know what's going to be happening. So what we might do is a week or two before my son's spring break, we might decide if we're going to do something or not, kind of last minute. I don't know. I really don't know. And aside from that, we're all tired. I would say me and all my friends, we've still been doing like video calls and stuff for our Pathfinder session and for girls' night and all that. And everyone's just kind of worn out and tired right now. Like it's always bad in January, February. Usually it's starting to warm up a little bit in February, but it's been really, really cold and really weird though too. So like yesterday was almost 40 degrees. And now today it's going to be in the 20s, and then tomorrow it's going to be like 1 for the high and then -5, and we're going to go through like a week of super cold weather. Yeah, I don't know. My son's kind of bummed because they're not going to cancel school for cold weather because they're all online. So, whatever. All right, so all that being said, I hope that you guys got some great books and that you have a great week of reading ahead of you. I will talk to you on Wednesday with kind of another random topic post. I believe the one I was going to do for Wednesday is how do I read so much? Because I have gotten a number of questions on my Goodreads and on my blog. How do you read so much? And so I'll kind of go over that and how I read so much. So have a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.